smoke like a he, him, look like a she, her, party like a sees him. I'm an entertainment demon, now I don't wanna be him. I was gonna kill myself, but I got banned from Twitter, and I didn't want everyone to think that was some reason. I like a peeing, let's go sit by, do a precinct. Can I be anybody but myself right now? Calculating this out if it's a talent, no. Headlights out and gates to your heaven open. Hey, let's take a knee home with those high and perfect. Can I be anybody but myself right now? Calculating this out if it's a talent, no. Headlights out and gates to your heaven open. Hey, let's take a knee home with those high and perfect. Like a demon, smoke like a he, him, look like a she, her, party like a see him. Like a demon, smoke like a he, him, look like a she, her, party like a see him. Like a demon, smoke like a he, him, look like a she, her, party like a see him. Like a demon, smoke like a he, him, look like a she, her, party like a see like a demon, smoke like a he, him, look like a she, her, party like a sees him. I'm an entertainment demon, now I wanna be him. I was gonna kill myself, but I got banned from Twitter, and I didn't want everyone to think that was some reason. I like a peeing, let's go sit by, do a precinct. Can I be anybody but myself right now? Calculating this out if it's a talent, no. Headlights out and gates to your heaven open. Hey, let's take a knee home with those high and perfect. Can I be anybody but myself right now? Calculating this out if it's a talent, no. Headlights out and gates to your heaven open. Hey, let's take a knee home with those high and perfect. Like a demon, smoke like a he, him, look like a she, her, party like a see him. Like a demon, smoke like a he, him, look like a she, her, party like a see him. Like a demon, smoke like a he, him, look like a she, her, party like a see him. Like a demon, smoke like a he, him, look like a she, her, party like a see him. Like a demon, smoke like a he, him, look like a she, her, party like a see him. Like a demon, smoke like a he, him, look like a she, her, party like a see him. Like a demon, smoke like a he, him, look like a she, her, party like a see him. Like a demon, smoke like a he, him, look like a she, her, party like a see him. Like a demon, smoke like a he, him, look like a she, her, party like a see him. Like a demon, smoke like a he, him, look like a she, her, party like a see him. Like a demon, smoke like a he, him, look like a she, her, party like a see him. Like a demon, smoke like a he, h You got exactly what you want. I got exactly what I wanted. I was inspired not because but you told me that you want to see. I'd be tube inside my heart. I've always struggled with my honesty, but now I'm honest like my feet. I found honesty. I got your feet there with the balls. You're under the fight on the honesty.
Hello everybody and welcome to Red Violet TV. I'm of course your host, T to the KTK, bringing you television on the internet live for you to enjoy. And today, I am bringing you a promise. It's a video game. It's a free video game that you can download right now on Steam and the Epic Games Store. In fact, if you get it on the Epic Games Store right now, you get 5,000 Arc coins, which is an in-game currency. So you can use that as a jumping off point to grab a bunch of cosmetic gear and make yourself look as nice as you want to look. This game deserves to be played. I'm aware that the main reason that it's went free to play completely is purely because the devs... Wait. As far as I'm aware, I think that's what they did. They just... stopped. I'm reading here about what their decision was like. But I'm not seeing anything directly stated. I just have to imagine that they slowed down on updates because maybe the studio's working on other things. There might have been layoffs. I have no idea what's going on inside of IllFonic, who are the people who made it. It's worth noting that IllFonic, as a studio, made the Predator game, the Killer Clowns game. Apparently they made the... So, like, I'm on their website, right? If you're not familiar with who IllFonic are, they made the Friday the 13th video game that got shut down due to copyright issues. And let's be honest here, Dead by Daylight owes everything to that game. They did contract work for Star Citizen, which is unfortunate. They also did contract work for Evolve. But yeah, the main thing that they've worked on since has been licensed projects. So the Killer Clowns from Outer Space game, the Predator Hunting Grounds, Ghostbusters Spirit Unleashed, and then within that is Arcadegeddon, their own IP that isn't a licensed product. Cooperative roguelite. And is now fully free and just you can get it if you want it. I sang this game's praises when it first came out. When it initially released, it was exclusive to Epic and PlayStation 5? Like, it wasn't a release title, but it was a very early on, like, early access release for the PS5. Also, hi, Parker. So, the game started in those two places. And it eventually got a Steam release. The Steam release, I'm going to their website. I'm going to the Steam page, not their website. Was in July of 2023. All of the recent reviews are mostly positive. I know it's mixed. A lot of people are saying it's quote-unquote generic Fortnite shit. I don't see that. But like, it's a good game. And it's free, so you might as well try it. That's all I'm gonna say. If you weren't here for the stream this morning, yes, this is my second stream. The first one was me reacting to the marathon gameplay footage that was released, and I couldn't be more excited for that game. The reception that I've been seeing on the internet and from people within my circles is mostly just people going, they're just disappointed that it's an extraction shooter and they hate Bungie. Fair. I'm still going to be ride or die for that title. There is also a lot of speculation around the pricing. They're saying premium. Other people are saying like, well, the main debate is what premium means. I'm hearing stuff from anywhere from $40 US to $70 US, but I don't know. We'll have to see when pre-orders open. Also, like I said during the stream, the upcoming alpha they announced is NDA, so that is not something I'm going to be able to share, which is fine. Just wanted to give everybody a heads up. I'm not going to be streaming it day one like, yo, check it out. No, like, I respect NDAs. Anyway, why don't we jump right into the game, dang it. One of the things that's absolutely going to stand out for anyone who's played this is absolutely its soundtrack. It is loud, it is all over the place, and it is a good time. So, I have quite a bit of I have quite a bit of progress. What I was going to say. Oh, is that the outfit? Oh. I don't want to switch outfits too much because I've been noticing a weird bug with it, but yeah, you can have multiple loadouts saved. This is one that I made. I love the backpack, I love the sleeves. The mohawk was cool. All of these are different custom characters. This is one I made based on the goat back when I played. So it's the man bun. The mask is there because there's just not great facial hair options, or at least not any that match that shade of orange. And then this guy's in my like really early adopter outfit. I love how your characters just exist. Yeah, so those are the different loadouts. If I walk up to them, I can change into them. So all the saved outfits that I have. Also, the arcade is fully restored because I beat the story. As you progress in the story, you unlock the different groups of people who come to hang out at the arcade, and you demonstrate that the game that you're playing is really cool, and they stick around. And the more people that show up and hang out, the nicer the place gets. Also, every time you do like a boss clear, you get one of these Funko Pops. This outfit that I have on right now was new when I logged in. I don't know what update it came out with, but I adore it because I love tack vests, and I think it looks really good. Tattoos are also a nice touch. When I was messing around with loadouts earlier, when I went to equip loadout and changed from like let's say this is loadout 1. If I changed from this to like 4 and then changed back, whatever I had in loadout 4 would now be loadout 1, and it would erase an entire outfit. So I'm not messing with that right now. The more you use weapons, the more level they gain. Oh yes, that's a new weapon they added. The cyber katana. So they added another starting weapon? Oh yeah, the firecracker. I want to mess with that, actually. In my third slot, I'm keeping the Good Doctor, which is like your healing weapon. Heals people, heals you. But the more you use a weapon, the higher the level goes, which increases its like base damage, as well as like a couple of other things. So a couple of these are still locked because I just haven't used them enough in game, which I think is fair. I don't use as many weapons as I probably should. Major Tombot's still a really good ability. You get these different abilities as you level. I'm level 100 on my character, so I have all of them. And then plugins. So shield recharge rate is increased when I'm low. Increased damage received, but increased damage dealt. And just overall shield increase. All right. What's nice about grabbing like more powerful guns or like leveling up your weapons as you go is you can jump immediately into a higher level mode. The Horde is just endless. Adventure is thing, and then boss rush is boss rush. It's pretty self-explanatory. But yes, you can start at any of these difficulty tiers. They don't determine the level. It's just I'm going to start at 5. The level you're on is slightly different. It doesn't matter as much. But to explain the gameplay loop, you progress in a level. In the top there, right up there, is that little hexagon. You want to fill that. Okay, this thing's interesting. You want to fill that hexagon at the top with as many, or like as you fight enemies, it fills up. And when it's full, you unlock a boss fight. In a standard run, there are 4 boss fights. Yes, available for PS5, and it should be free on there as well. It's on Steam and Epic for free right now. Whew. I got both of those leveled. And it should be fully crossplay. At least it is across PC platforms. But it's your typical roguelite. There are some interesting quirks, which we'll get to when we get to the shop. Okay. Starting at difficulty 5 was a good benchmark. In terms of level layout, to explain it quick, there's a couple of tunnels you go down, and then you get to a middle room like this, where it's like you have a specific objective. This one is take out higher level enemies. I don't know if this thing has a headshot modifier. That got spicy quick. I need to move. But yeah, you go down a hallway, you get to an objective, there's a store, another hallway, final objective, and then you end that level. Every time you finish a level, the difficulty tier goes up by 1, but there's more stuff I can explain until we get to the shop. This ain't my favorite gun, but it is interesting. Nah, I'm dead. That didn't count. That run didn't count, chat. warm up. We could be boring. Like secondary weapon. I wonder what would make sense to go for. I do want to see this thing. And like how it differs from the other sword. And we're just going to start at difficulty 1. We're in Hellscape. We're in Volcano Manor. I also used to recommend that the... Yeah, this pistol does auto-tracking. I used to recommend to people that, like, the entire soundtrack was on Spotify. It now no longer is. I mean, like, the soundtrack is still on Spotify. I mean, like, it's not all of it. A lot of songs got delisted for reasons I couldn't tell you. But some of the licensed tracks do have equivalents from their respective artists. Didn't really mess with this guy much. So if any of the music sounds at least vaguely interesting to you, searching up like Arcadegeddon OST will take you to the albums on Spotify. And if you see anything grayed out on your desktop, just blanket search the names of those songs and you might find them by the original artists. But movement-wise, you have a double jump, you have a slide, you have a roll. Well, you have to be sprinting the slides there. But then you can actually, like, carry through the momentum. A lot of freedom of movement. The really, like, intense music paired with the movement speed and the dynamic weaponry adds a lot. And you especially feel it when you get to the boss fights. This is just a defend the objective mission. I'm just fucking around. This is still difficulty 1. The higher the difficulty, the more enemy damage goes up, the more enemies spawn in general, as well as the enemy variety. I should also mention it's full 4-player co-op. So it's free and you can play it with friends. There's no excuse. If you regret any of your choices for your abilities, you can swap them out, but it costs the coins you've been collecting that run. If you're playing with multiple people, you can do a PvP game with the other players, and the winner gets a pool of loot. Oh yeah, this is the hack terminal. So you can sell chips or combine them with other ones. I mean, I am currently using a zero pool weapon. You can also upgrade ones, I believe, but you need multiple to upgrade it. $700 is for the upgrade. And then this guy here, every time you put money into him, it increases the difficulty. So like I said, every stage complete will increase the difficulty by 1. If that takes too long, you can just give all your money to the devil and make the game harder for yourself. So yeah, here's the second hallway. First hallway, first objective, store. Second hallway, final objective, leave. I worry sometimes when I stream this, because I have streamed this before, that every time I do, I have to explain it. I have to abandon my very fancy gun. I want to level up other things. I never claimed to be good at this game. I just claimed that it was vibes. Despite the fact that I repeat myself a lot, I want it to be known that I don't like to repeat myself. But I'm also aware that this is not a well-known thing. So, you know, I might have talked about this last year, 2 years ago or whatever, but like... Let's be real, no one saw that. Like I said, I've been talking about this game since it launched. Pretty sure back then I was still the green guy. This objective is pretty straightforward. You get a key, you put it in the matching hole. I am also happy to answer whatever questions, if anybody has any. And stage 1 complete. It loops like that for as long as you want it to go. There are 4 bosses, so a run either ends when you defeat all 4 bosses, or it can loop on forever. All right, back to the Nerf Center. Oh. I don't think I killed it in time. That applies toxin, or I guess radiation based on the icon. The revolver that I'm using does ice damage. And if it does enough ice damage, it does freeze people. What's nice is if something does enough ice damage and it freezes somebody midair, that happens. So they fall out of the air and shatter. You can also probably tell that the aesthetic of this level in the nerve center here is like the inside of a computer. There's RAM sticks and ports, server racks, fans, LEDs. There's a joystick, a hard drive. All right, I'm gonna want to start switching things up here. First off, let's go to the terminal. Is there an assault rifle here? No. We could trade that in for something else as well. This I just got to level 3. So, what I could do is upgrade that by putting in those two. Right. I can afford to upgrade it once. That's exactly what I'm going to do. There's a bunch of status effects in the game, so there's, like, this is radiation or poison, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it toxin. There's, electricity, fire, ice. Those are the main ones. The rest are just kind of variations on like physical damage types. Like some weapons have like automatic tracking, other weapons do explosive rounds, things of that nature. So you can see at the top there, it says boss ready. I could go do a boss fight, but what I'm going to do is try to prioritize items, and in order to do that effectively. Whee. I want to level this thing up. It's so close. Then here's the ice chipper. Honestly, my favorite of the ice weapons is the shotgun, but the SMG is pretty good. All right. Ah, shit. Oh, it's chopping. It didn't like that I did that. Alright, this is like a big boss fight arena kind of dealy. Can I not hit him from behind? Don't you dare say anything. Oh, because it was glass. Also, this weapon is weak. Its main strength is the damage over time. Alright. That's the boss fight door. What am I doing? Because there's a guaranteed store after every first round or whatever. Okay. Something killed me. Did not clearly communicate what that was. Just something. There we go. Jesus. I cannot switch off this gun soon enough. I'm basically using two secondaries as primaries, and it's not effective. I mean, getting stats, but even then. Oh god, a horde mode. Okay. So this healing gun that I have, as good as it is, its ammo does not refill. It is a special weapon, so its ammo is finite. That damage over time is putting in work. It is a little slow. The sooner I can get a weapon upgrade, the better. I am also going to hang on to that door. Because if I get to the 10 waves of the horde round and then I get to a regular level after this, I get a shot. I've closed the data breach. So it's basically just stand in one spot. That's what the game wants you to do. Alright, got a 10 times multiplier. That's exciting. And I got a box. Please have a weapon in it. It has the revolver I was using, but also there's this guy, which is one of my favorite grenade launchers. Oh, they play the song for the multiplayer modes. I'm glad this cycles into the horde mode. this. They added impact to sliding, which is cool. Didn't know that was a thing. Alright. Wave 7, which means we got a new chest. Oh, look at all that money! Alright. Slurp. 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 So this is a limited ammo weapon, but it basically works like the plasma rifle from the original Doom. It just shoots big projectile, kill everything. So if I'm careful with the ammo, I can make pretty effective use out of it. Okay. Where's the exploit? That's below me. Yeah, well, let's get Tombot out here. There's some weird invisible walls down here. You're seeing that? My projectiles are hitting an invisible wall in front of me. Ooh. Oh. Did they add recoil? What the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean give up? Where the fuck is the... There's no healing item here? Nothing happens if I pick up a health crate? No, okay, fine. Alright, we're continuing. Because that was some bullshit. I don't know what killed me there. Now we're starting with the Ice SMG, which is a pretty fun weapon. I'm not doing that, by the way. The game is... There is, like... Seems to be a thing if you shoot from the hip. It's adding recoil. Have I kited them? Okay. Okay. All right, all right. Fucking zooming. Oh, the wave counter broke. It just says wave 10 out of 10. Ah, there we go. It's because it was wave out of 10 out of 10. This thing is it's a shotgun, right? Should be fine. Yeah, it's gonna keep telling me boss fight ready until I go to the boss fight. I am going to the store before I go to the boss, just to make sure that I've got all the upgrades I can. Sure. God. I like this rocket launcher. It's like steady damage over time. It's a fun weapon. Grab this assault rifle though, because I just want something that does consistent damage, and I know this assault rifle does work. I've used it a lot. Oh, that's the boss door. I messed up. Oh, there's the ice shotgun. Sometimes you just fall into similar tropes. You use the same weapons you always use. Ain't that always how it be? It's just nice on a shotgun, because if you get all the pellets hit, that's occasionally enough for it to proc the ice. And then when you activate the ice, you can melee them and shatter them instantly. Alright, close data breaches. I'm just gonna send Tombot to do shit. Also, if you play this game, make sure to turn streamer mode off. There's some really good music that is unfortunately licensed that I have been flagged before in the past. Are you for fucking real right now? Let me just get lasered instantly. All right, go on, go on, go on, go on. Oh yeah, one of the perks I have is like, if I aim down sights while in midair, I just collapse. Alright, we're gonna check the shop. What do we got? Crit damage, max shield. I will take that. What can we do in the triangle? Well, we got a lot of random ass perks now. Acid explosion on land. Electrical on land. Pickup radius. Increased fire damage, increased ice damage, increased melee damage, increased grenade launcher damage. Ability damage while shield is empty. Where's my shield one? We'll grab that. Increased fire rate while aiming, sell that. Increased fire rate, general. Just nice to have. Reload speed, movement speed. Damage while at low health. There's some decent perks. Figure we're good on ammo. Didn't really go through that much. I could upgrade the level of my weapon. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna save our money. I could increase the difficulty. Frankly, I'm afraid to. Alright, first boss. Who do we got? The CEO. Okay. He can be a really annoying fight. Yeah, you break his shields and then he goes into an iframe window, runs away. Alright. Sick. So we're still at a low enough difficulty that we're not running into multi-phase bosses, because those can be really irritating. Alright, boss chest is big loot. Always big loot. And a continue token. Rocket launcher. I've increased to fire and ice damage, so I could go with either. But the lightning shotgun's lower level, so I'm gonna prioritize it. Hell yeah. Boop, bop, bam. Good progress. Spark City. Love this layout. The nature of the levels is also what like makes me compare it to Warframe a little bit, in the sense that it's the same kind of repeating tile sets, but they're based in specific areas. Like in Warframe, each of the planets have a distinct theme, or at least they do now. Took a few updates. I say a few updates. The game's been going for over a decade. Okay, so I have to shoot him in a pattern. I have to shoot green, magenta, blue, orange. Easy. And we're through that stage. More shield, more gooder. I'll grab that because that's good for infusion. And then, yeah, we'll start doing some infusion. So I want to get rid of this. But what I could do is get that as an upgrade. So I think what I'm going to upgrade is assault rifle damage. Now my assault rifle is doing 20% extra damage. Why don't I grab one upgrade? I ain't here to spend all my money. Only some of it. I might also be tempted to look at other assault rifles. Excuse me. Might be tempted to look at some other assault rifles as well. Because this is quite literally the default assault rifle. If I don't get to all the other weapons, I should mention the fire weapons are sort of like energy weapons, but not really. You have one magazine and you have an overheat chance. So you don't have to reload it, you just have to be conscious of your ammo consumption, more or less. Get his ass. That's why I keep dying, fucking not paying attention. And yeah, enemies do not stop. So neither should you. Already got another boss fight. And yeah, the higher the difficulty, the wilder the enemies are going to keep getting. Oh, man. This game's just vibes. Trying to see the... There. Good. It's a good thing I was looking at that, because that's more assault rifle damage, which is always juicy. I believe that's a horde. But you know what? We take those. Hordes are free shit, as long as I survive. But this time with a weapon that's a little bit more reliable, I'm feeling more confident in my ability to survive. Oh no, it's downtown. This is my favorite level design. I am always a sucker for cyberpunk cities. I love that this one's like a clear inspiration from multiple sources. Can't shoot through fences. Alright, let's go. I'm fucking game man. Let's do this. Yeah, this thing's like a full-on flamethrower. A lot of those limited ammo weapons, besides the healing ones and stuff, there's a handful that you can take at the beginning of a match, but the majority you can't. That is one of the ones that you can't. That's the weapon I'm currently using. And I can just upgrade this assault rifle. Cool. That's 38% fire damage. Or 30% assault rifle damage. So hopefully we melt whatever boss we go up against next. I mean, that guy one-shot. Or the one-shot. So let's see. It's the Demon Prince. Tricky fight, but I'm glad we're getting it out of the way now. Okay, so this is how they demonstrate multi-phase fights now, is they have multi-colored health bars, a la Kingdom Hearts. I really appreciate that. I should save the... He starts summoning ads, so I should save the poison rockets for when I start getting swarmed. Yeah, here's an ad phase. Goes invulnerable. Oh no! Spicy. I do definitely feel like, since the last time I played this, it's not just like, well, time away from the game is a factor as well, but like, definitely feels like since I've played this, they've really tweaked the difficulty to make things feel a lot more challenging, especially as you start rising in the difficulty ranks. Reload. Are you kidding me? There we go. Little bit of hiccup here and there. I think that's just from streaming. This is the first time I've done this. I played this game on this setup. So, because I have an RTX card for the first time, I decided to turn on ray tracing and stuff. And it's honestly really pretty. That's an SMG, not an assault rifle. This is an assault rifle. It's also one I don't use as much. Ooh. Horde on Hellscape. Not as familiar with this map layout. So the theme with these weapons is like auto-tracking projectiles and stuff. Which is why I really like the pistol. It's why it's my highest leveled weapon. It's just a brain-off, really convenient tool. Alright, Toxic Revenger is level 1 now. So I'm not gonna stress it. I think they have an overall higher damage compared to the standard rifle because the game doesn't prioritize... Like, the auto-tracking doesn't prioritize headshots or anything like that. So it's just increased damage at center mass. Also, it doesn't seem to track if you hip fire, which is good if you're shooting at multiple people. Definitely a panic ability, but we all do that, don't we? We all use things in a panic. Just gonna lay down some poison behind me. I do also appreciate that the enemies have a lot more elemental variety, because I don't recall it being super varied when I played it, when it launched. So it's just nice to see. So now you have to deal with the elemental effects of, like, lightning and stuff. Alright, I have another continue token. I have 2. I forgot bosses reward you with 1. I only thought I had the 1. I really like how persistent the acid is. I've called it like 5 different things. Its in-game icon, as you can see from here, is a little radioactive symbol. It's green, and it does damage over time, so I've been calling it poison. It ain't strictly poison, but it's basically poison. Also, what if I just go? I'm just gonna leave. So there's 2 more bosses. It's the... yeah. This mech guy's another demon, right? Yeah, Fury Demon. And then there's the FCC bot. Or the FFC bot. Shreds. I forgot he shreds. And it drops me back into the horde. Because if you die during a boss fight, it just takes you back to whatever stage you were on before the boss fight. It's also not guaranteed to be the same boss, so I could run into the mech this time. No, it's still the Fury Demon. Okay. I'm gonna die.
run out of ammo here any minute.
I think I'm in okay shape. All right, phase one. I'm gonna have to deal with some of these ads. They're getting really annoying. Okay, beautiful. Still haven't charged any of my abilities yet. I forgot phase 2 is a lot more, like, physical, and the first phase is all shooting you with a minigun. Okay. He's invulnerable. He's no longer invulnerable. I'm close to one of my abilities. There we go. Alright, where is he? Come on. He's so low. There we go. Jesus. That's that fight done. It can be rough. I'm gonna be doing, like, any pocket rocket stuff. Seems like a good one to use. From what I can tell, the party favor doesn't work on yourself. The good doctor is like a big AoE heal, but the party favor you cannot do to yourself. So if you're doing solo runs, it's not as useful. It is worth grabbing, though, if you are playing with people, because losing shields is a pain in the ass. Alright, so this area of the game has some of my favorite music. Make it. Made it. Oh. Barely used this thing. Yeah, here's the fire assault rifle. Need to really be careful with that. Damn. Damn! The end of the run. That's a shame. What's up?
Want to take a look at the shop?
This is what you spend your tickets on. Weapon skins, outfit pieces, and all of that. If you get the version from Epic Games, you get a small chunk of Arc coins, and you can use them to get these outfits. The way the outfits work is that this is a canned outfit, but some of the pieces, like these two, the holograms here, the horns and these like pulsating headphone things, those count as earpieces. But usually when you purchase it, it tells you what you're getting. You won't be able to pick apart the outfit, unfortunately. And yeah, every time you level up a weapon, get a new skin for it. That's why my my pistol here has like this skin applied to it. Each of the gun brands factor into what the gun is capable of. So milligrade is like your generic weapons. Your starter weapons are a baseball bat and the light gun, so these are just like what you have if you don't have any mastery in any weapons. Nanotech have all the tracking stuff as well as like it's like their grenade launcher. So every class has, in general, an assault rifle, a pistol, an SMG, a grenade launcher, or some kind of explosive launcher. Or, yeah, grenade launcher and rocket launcher, and a pistol. Lightning just has a grenade launcher, sniper rifle, and shotgun. And then the fire weapons, there's assault rifle, SMG. No, magma cannon, I believe, is a shot. Yeah, the full auto shotgun. This is an SMG. That's a rocket launcher. Demolisher is fully explosive. This is like, they call it the Scotsman because it's sticky. It's like the sticky mine launcher from TF2. All the ice weapons. Yeah, I got the shotgun there. SMG. Rocket launcher. Thing. Acid burn. Okay, so it is acid. I'm guessing that's basically a shotgun, pistol, grenade launcher, and rocket launcher. Then the support tools, party favor, and good doctor. Then all the unique weapons are just single use. You can't reload them. Big sword. And yeah, the pixel popper is basically the gun from Dig Dug. You can tell by like the weapons I use the most, what I kind of gravitate towards. Kind of want to go SMG. And might as well level the Long Winter, because I actually didn't realize how close that is. And we're going to start on 5 this time, because we're using a higher level weapon, and I'm warmed up a bit. I just love SMGs in any video game. And in real life. Usually there's a chest up there. There's one. Double check it. I think they tweaked the spread, so if you're just standing still, it's not as wild as it used to be. I remember this thing would spray like crazy, no matter what. But it does feel like if I wanted to, I could get precise with it, which is good. I have no money. There we go. That's some money. Wait. Here, chest. I didn't get any perks, so that's not lighting up. Fair. So, the difference with this playstyle is I'm not going to cook boss fights. If I get a boss fight, no matter what, I'm taking it right away. Well, I mean, okay. We're at the end of the stage. So I'm just gonna finish the stage. That's different, though. Fine. There we go. Alright. Fury didn't start. Good. Again, glad to get that guy out of the way quick. Just shredded that boss immediately. Alright, I'll skateboard. I was rough at this last time, but I've got it this time. Absolutely. Okay. I guess I exploded it. No fun allowed. Boss fight wave. What boss?
It's one of those games where I end up getting really quiet. So I do apologize. My appall of cheese. I thought it was the shotgun. Can I get cola? It looks like yes. That's pretty juicy. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna finish out the horde. 'Cause I want the stuff in the chests. Oh god, the exploit. Alright, we got there just in time. Give me a katana. So the damage over time of the acid I still really like. But we can apply it via this grenade launcher. Beautiful. Close data breaches. The gravity well is probably one of my favorite. Oh, it just upgraded my hands. Fuck yeah. It's probably one of my favorite abilities just because it pulls everything off of me and it does a good chunk of damage. All right. That's the last wave. Damn. All right. Got a bunch of shit. I'm gonna have to like condense it when I get to the next shop.
Alright, start of next level, we go to the boss.
Doing a lot better now that we have good weapons.
Excuse me.
Alright, the mech. So, normally not this easy. Again, I'm using a very powerful weapon. Alright, there's the acid. There we go. Massive. Yeah, that just leaves CEO and Data Demon. We do have unique weapon damage up. But I don't know. I think we're fine. Again, we have to go to a store. Because we have a bunch of upgrades, but none of them are specific to a thing at the moment. So it's just trying to figure out where we're gonna want to pour that energy into. I'm just gonna do that while I run. That generates a combo. Check the exploit. I can do that, especially since I know where it is. No, the fuck you don't. And there's an SMG damage, so that I can just immediately start dumping things into. Because, like, I don't even remember all the perks we have. I'm gonna grab that to convert. Same with that. Could upgrade it. Alright. Now, huge page. SMG damage. We're going to upgrade it. The pistol and melee. Now, we're going to upgrade it with nanotech damage and unique weapon damage. I want to upgrade accuracy. We're going to grab rocket damage from that. And why not splash damage radius? Okay. So ability damage is up. Energy collection. Ooh, that's another one I can grab. Okay. So we're doing some damage. This SMG is going to start doing work. Oh no! Oh no. I don't think there's any healer stations nearby. Damn. Alright. I might have been able to crawl back to the shop, but I don't think they have one. Did I only fight one boss? No, I fought two, but I only have one continue coin. So I guess it's not guaranteed. We just need to move. The longer we stand still, the worse things get. Alright, it's a horde. There we go. There we go. Boop, bop, bam. Type of shit I'm on, you wouldn't understand. That shit has been burned into my brain since that song dropped. Woo. Thought I heard a treasure chest. It's Gucci. So I'm out of the self-res and I'm out of continue tokens. That's gonna be something I need to remember when I go into these next two boss fights. And when I just progress in general. Let's go. So it could either be Data Prince or CEO. It's Data Demon Prince. At higher tiers, he gets scary. I mean, he can, but he's currently not. Because we just burned through phase 1. Alright. I promise bosses are threatening. The milligrade damage upgrade is probably really good to have my hands on. I didn't see any other weapon perks, nor do I know if I got a continue point or not. I don't think I did. Nope. Oh shit! Raid! What are you playing? Rimmin. There's a rap parody, like an Elder Scrolls rap parody thing called Young Souls. And one of the lyrics in the song, in a song performed by Jib, is the lyric, eating his ass, I'm rimmin'. But it's spelled like the town in Morrowind. I'm getting head like I'm Hermaeus Mora, etc. For those of you who don't know who I am, interesting introduction to me, but I am T the KTK, the host of Red Violet TV. We're playing a game that's free that you should download. You should, genuinely. It's like 8 gigs. It's on Steam and Epic. The music's fantastic. The vibes are fantastic. If you just want a goofy little roguelike to fuck around with, and it's like 100% 4-player co-op, beginning to end. Story is pretty straightforward. The difficulty ramps really intensely. Hi. And the music is just so good. But how did RimWorld go? Also, if you need to raid and run, do your self-care. I totally understand. Not gonna hold you hostage. Okay, what's the pattern? You guys mind? Alright, so it's green, blue? Where the fuck is magenta? Like in there. There we go. Beautiful. I'll be looking while I grab dinner because I'm starved. Oh, I feel you. Can't count the amount of times I've streamed and just forgot to eat. I'm nodding. I'm shaking your hand. Beautiful. I don't have any crit. There we go. All right. Where's my SMG damage? It's up here. I want to eat the critical damage or this energy collection. One of the nicer little things you can do, I was showing that off earlier, but like the more upgrades you get, you can either sell them as is or you can use them as upgrade materials for your other perks. So if you get a bunch of shit you can't use, and most loot is instanced, I believe, you can just funnel it into shit you do use. So this is a... Whoa, God! And on top of your 3 weapon slots, although for me it's 2, but my 3rd weapon slot is a healing gun, because I'm a tryhard. You got your 2 abilities, like a black hole. It can be anything. The 2 I'm using are black hole and a robot helper. Running away from one, I run into another. There's 3. Okay. All right, Tombot, help me out. Thanks, man. Okay, going into a horde level. That'll be stressful. Oh god, protect the exploit. These are always annoying. Beautiful. What do we get? That's fire rate. Ammo capacity, always welcome. I guess for folks just coming in, this grenade launcher that I have does acid damage, so I've been shooting it at my feet, doing damage over time to people who are running after me. So, you know, doing your typical zombie hiding, a la COD zombies. And just having them run into my trail of acid. Ooh, bright. God, that's bright red. So I have the boss door, but I want to finish the horde level just for my sake. Oh, I'm so glad it doesn't kill. I thought it was going to. It's been long enough that I'm like, jumping off the map count is a full death. Oh, electric damage like shreds your shields. Makes sense. Man, fucking objective survive. Turns out that's harder than you might expect from a survive objective. Yo! It's a loot goblin round. Fucking massive. Oh, I didn't want to switch weapons. Yeah, I figured the wave ran out. I was just too busy looting what I did kill. Okay, okay. I ain't dead yet. On wave 8 out of 10. Whatever they shot me with fucking hurt. Oh, that was scary. Reload faster. For a game that's so movement heavy, there's a lot of well, there's a lot of movement that you do that just immediately cancels your reload, and it can mess you up. It can really hit your flow, especially if you're like on the run with the harder difficulty encounters. Ten enemies remaining. We're almost through. Six. Okay. I'm like breathing now. Spent 99% of that encounter just running back and forth. Wave 9 is data breach. Yes! I think that's it. I don't think I had a coin. No. I don't have enough for the bribe either. Damn. That felt like a good run, though. 500 kills. Whew. There we go.
Yes.
I think I fucked up. Oh, it was the same bug that I was telling you about before, is that sometimes when you switch outfits, the game is like, no, you didn't. But luckily that outfit is easy to make. Again, I just have to... There's a lot you can do with your character. A lot of customization, and it's fully... Like, every piece of clothing is genderless. Your character is basically genderless. But some tops obviously give you titties.
Want to take a look at the shop?
And there's lots to grind for and unlock. I'm gonna refresh the shop. Diaper bunny ears. I usually just don't go for the weapon skins half the time because I like those glasses. I'm grabbing those. I like the weapon skins that you get from progression. The like, because I leveled this guy up. It just keeps going from there. Actually really cool. There is a magenta. Where's my slosher? Guess I used that guy enough to upgrade him. Whew. I am curious. What are 8? I beg your pardon. You mean to tell me that this person here did an 8-hour run? This guy's obviously cheating. 10 million points. Runtime in 4 minutes. But like, you're telling me people are doing multi-hour runs? Okay, he might not be cheating. Either the times are glitched or wild. But yeah, no, you compete for rankings every day/week. There's the different modes and different team sizes as well. One of the cool things is that if you achieve a daily or a weekly time and you get to like bronze, silver, gold, your character gets a physical crown for the entire week. It's really cool.
Yes.
Still have to wonder what is supposed to be happening with this section of the map. Without giving too much away, you come out of this alley when you start the game. There's nothing else here once you jump in. But who can say? If the game is basically free on all platforms, then it's kinda dead, isn't it? I think 5 is a good sweet spot for difficulty. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to switch to the pistol. We were using that SMG for that run. 0. 1! But I want to use the pistol. Depending on how good this run goes, like if it's a really lengthy one and I don't die or whatever, then we'll see how we feel after it. But I might not be going for that much longer. I'm in like try-hard gamer mode now, so I'm like barely talking. But I'm trying to engage with chat. Like I said, if folks got any questions about what the hell this is or what my deal is, I'm always here. Hell, you can message me on Discord if you want. Exclamation point Discord works. Wait, I've got boss fight already? Fuck it, I'll take it. Alright. Data Demon first boss. Done. Is that it? All right. Oh, the loot goblin died up there. Shit. Wait. Can I do some advanced parkour? Yes. Worth it too. Any shield stuff is gonna be really handy. This is Hollow Points by Ula, by the way. This song, you're the strong, the Hollow Points forever. Oh, Titanbane is also juicy. That is one tricky part, is because these projectiles are slow and are also designed to track. So they the best at doing objectives like this. I think that dude called me a dick. Just sitting there dying, just goes, oh, dick. Found it. So I just made the game a little harder. We'll see how that pays off. Oh, I knew the name of this song, but Sahara? Not Sahara. That's that funk song. Oh, it's gonna bug me, but it's on the playlist. So defend, hard point. Hard point's upstairs. And my robot friend is going to help me defend it. We leave the level, and then we get another immediate boss fight. Okay. CEO. Hey, I got it right. Get fucked, nerd. When did he start doing orbital strikes? That's new. Bop. That was a weird sound. Ah, horde. All right. I'm betting you by the time we finish this horde level, we'll have another boss fight lined up as well. Beautiful. Oh, the combo carried over. Oh, that's even better. getting massive points right now. I just need to actually hit shit so I don't lose my multiplier. Nice. Alright, I'm probably gonna lose it by the time the counter goes down, but let's see. Nope. I'm at 30,000. I've somehow not lost this multiplier, and I'm gonna fucking let it ride. Ah, there it goes. I forgot there's no crouching. I have to be sliding. Nice. Okay. Locking down the high traffic areas with puddles of poison is an effective strategy. Really getting the job done. Nice, nice. He was stuck in a wall. I thought I couldn't get him for a second. Oh, he's lightning element. He's draining my shields almost immediately and shooting the hell out of me. Whew. All right, final wave. Probably gonna go boss wave. Yep. And they're all dead. This game's easy if you're overpowered. Whee! We're only on stage 4. We've been through 4 stages and 2 boss fights. All right, let's shoot this thing open. Cool. Fury Demon? Fury Demon. Alright. Not as scary as I thought initially, but still not a fun fight. That's still phase 1 done. Let's have the big boy out for phase 2. Grab some ammo. Reload our guns. Grab that. Fucking massive. Massive, mate. You're also wondering why those screens take so long. I mean, I am trying to skip through them, but if you're doing it with multiple people, you can actually get off at any point in adventure mode. If you decide a run is over before the game does, for whatever reason, you can just call it. So I think it gives you an opportunity to kind of think on it, or ooh. Also, the wait period's good to catch people up because this is crossplay on consoles. Oh, I still have a token. Nice. I'm not gonna skip the chest. That's free money. Okay. So, I have SMG damage. I don't have pistol, like individual pistol damage. but I can stack it into nanotech. That is the type of gun that I'm using. We have 65% ability damage. I didn't even realize that. Let's get some movement speed. What else would I want to give up? I guess Demolisher damage, because I'm not using that. Same with Electric. Damage versus bosses. Splash damage radius, damage from rolls. That's only 5%. There we go. And why don't we just increase it a tiny bit? Grab some ammo. Oh, and when this weapon gets to the next level, it'll automatically upgrade its rarity, because it was the one I was carrying. But if I can just keep upgrading my grenade launcher to keep up, that would be good. Immediately into the arena? Yeah. Alright. Gotta go orange. I fell. Blue. Pink. Green. And we are out of here. Pick that up. You really gotta hold for some of the interacts. Yeah, we'll probably wrap here. Not like this second, but when we get to the fourth boss and kill it, that's run over, and I think we'll wrap up. This isn't my usual streaming time or my streaming day. I usually take Saturday, Sunday, Monday for myself. But I was here watching the Destiny, or the marathon stream, and I haven't fit this into my schedule yet, but I kept telling people it's free right now and you should play it. So here I am telling people that it's free right now and you should play it. Not clickbait. That's SMG damage, not pistol damage. Okay. Acid damage. Beautiful. Can I get away with selling something? Spell fire damage. Is that enough for an upgrade? No. I'm not gonna sweat stuff like that right now. Our upgrades are good. Okay. If I recall from this tile set, it's closed data breaches, but like you have to move a bunch. Oh, I can just immediately summon them again. Your work is not yet over. Put down the poison. Get stuck in a wall. Is that close? Excellent. We press on. I went the wrong way, which is on me. Oh, I know this tile set. There's a secret chest. It's over here. We're this deep into the stage. No chest spawn. We're this deep into the stage, so we're just gonna get to the store and then do the boss fight. It's just, the FFC mech left, so it should be a really straightforward boss fight, all things considered. Yeah, nah, we're probably pretty Gucci. Grab the HP buff, because might as well. just gotta shoot. Okay, so he's thick. That's gonna be happening with the higher difficulties. But thankfully, this map layout is quite good. His weak spot's easy to hit. And his attacks are, for the most part, relatively easy to avoid, except for the fact that that went through a wall. That's what the pillars are supposed to be for. Alright, phase 2. From what I can recall, the change in phase 2 is just that the arena gets electrified. So you have to be on the move a bit more. Still don't have any of my abilities yet, so that is hampering my effectiveness a smidgeroon, but we can just make up for that by killing him. There. There. Hold him still a bit with the vortex, and then we summon Tombot, and we just keep shooting. Laser. Come on, there we go, baby. That's a run done. Hey, Ash. Hanging in there. Hope you're doing all right. I'm often at work when you're streaming. Yeah. I apologize. I currently don't have a job, so this stream is my job. All right. Interesting collectible. Our final score. Not our best leaderboard rank. Yeah, I get you. You do what you can, and you help what you have the you do what you are able to with the energy that you have. Is the point that I was getting at. Pretty good run. So where did they put my weird new Funko Pop? Gotta find it. Is that him? That's him. Neat. That's Arcadegeddon. It's free. I've been singing this game's praises since it first came out a couple of years ago, and I'm going to continue to sing its praises. It is worth checking out because it is 100% free on Steam and Epic and PlayStation 5, I believe, and Xbox. I think I just saw Xbox on the leaderboard. Yeah, on Xbox as well. 100% free. How do they make money? Well, you see, they aren't. That's why it's free. They didn't sell a ton of copies, so they are making it free to play. It was like $20 when I bought it. Yeah, let's see. They updated it to be free. at one point. But they've been pretty consistent with updates and stuff, so while the dev team is probably focusing on other stuff and wanted to kind of put this on pause, or basically just to end it, it's still really good. And it's worth your time. If you like third-person shooters and like roguelikes and things like that, it feels really good. The speed is there, the vibes are there, the aesthetic, everything. It's a good time. Is there a multiplayer? Yes, it's 4-player co-op. Or up to. Why is Dane Cook on the front page of Twitch? Anyway. Looking for someone to raid into here. I'm gonna go raid Code. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So tomorrow I have to be up early doing shit, and that's my explanation for why I might have the drive and the energy to do a quick stream tomorrow, because of Wildgate. Because I want to play more of that. If you're unfamiliar with Wildgate, we played it on Friday, and it's a PvP VE game where you fly in a spaceship. I don't know a ton of other people who have access to it at the moment, but I was having a good time playing it by myself yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So I'm excited to play more of it, basically. Beyond that, new schedule's up, so you can go check that out. It's on Discord and on Blue Sky. We're going to be checking out Nubby's Number Factory, playing some more Monster Hunter, and we're starting up a new single-player game in the form of Mortal Shell, a AA Souls-like. Look forward to the future, I guess. I don't know. Have a good night. Tune in tomorrow when I'm going to be flying some spaceships. And love yourselves out there, okay? Bye.